Wow, Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 really looks like a muscular machine, especially from the side and rear view. Hi guys, welcome to MotorCapsule. So today's video is about the Super Meteor 650. So let's start with the design. Royal Enfield added a USD fog and LED light unit to their machine for the first time. The massive looks, that is the main attraction of this motorcycle. When you ride this motorcycle, you might have the impression that you are a warrior who pulls a chariot. Talking about the meter console, it comes with the similar meter console from the Meteor 350. It's a basic meter console design. This meter console is not really going well with this machine's design aesthetics. In my opinion, Royal Enfield would have given a twin meter console setup. I felt like a cost-cutting thought from Royal Enfield. The aluminum finish on the fuel tank cap, fork and handlebar unit enhances the premium touch. However, the overall construction of this motorcycle appears to be very sturdy. So that's it about the design. Talking about the engine, the 648cc air plus oil cooled engine in the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 is well refined. It is the same engine that powers Interceptor and the GT 650. However, it is only minimally tuned for a motorcycle of the cruiser type. I have observed a tiny difference in the low end performance compared to the Royal Enfield 650 tins. The bottom end torque is good. The Super Meteor 650 is obtaining the maximum torque at 5650 rpm. By the time 650 twins obtaining the maximum torque is at 5150 rpm. The engine power output is more or less similar to the 650 twins. The power delivery is linear. As soon as you ring the throttle to the mid rpms, it exhibits good power and punch. The majority of its performance is concentrated in its low and mid range. The bottom end has decent torque. The engine is smooth as Royal Enfield 650's twins. The best cruising speed of this motorcycle is 90 to 100 km per hour. There is no engine stress in that speed range. If you rev it really hard, you might experience a light buzz. However, this is not intended for riding in a racing style fashion, so it is not a big deal. Talking about the clutch, it comes with an adjustable clutch lever. It is not so soft, but you can manage it in the city. The gearbox is smooth, but the crispness is missing. You could shift the gears very easily. Sometimes I face false neutrals. It has a 6-speed gearbox. The first 3 gears has good punch, and this may not knock when you ride it really slowly in the 6th gear, which is a good thing. No need to do frequent gear shifts. So in terms of ergonomics, the seat height is 740 mm. The rider seat is extremely big and wide. The pillion seat is far too small. A Royal Enfield touring seat is available if you do a lot of long distance traveling. It is more comfortable, but it might be affect in terms of looks. The seat cushion is not particularly comfortable. The handlebars are relatively broad, upright and relaxed. The foot pegs on this motorcycle are positioned forward. As a result, your legs will be contained. But what about the comfort? On paper, the ground clearance is quite low, which is 134 mm, but this motorcycle is not afraid of the ground clearance because the suspension setup is like that. The stiffness of the Showa USD suspension is in the medium. The rear suspension is really on the stiffer side. This suspension setup may cause light back pain. While riding this motorcycle, you can count each and every minor pothole. Royal Enfield should focus on the suspension setup. Anyway, it's a cruiser motorcycle, so we can compromise the ground clearance part. As a cruiser motorcycle, Royal Enfield would have provided a softer suspension or softer seat cushion. Royal Enfield designed this motorcycle specifically for the Indian road condition, which include several humps and potholes. However, comfort is also an important factor for a cruiser motorcycle. Talking about the handling part, the weight is 241 kg. This machine is really heavy, but you don't feel the weight while you ride this motorcycle. But taking U-turn is a bit difficult because the handlebar turning radius is made like that. You can turn the handlebar only to an extent. The maneuverability of this motorcycle in the city is not like a regular commuter motorcycle, so this machine don't like the congested city traffic ride. The engine will heat up if you ride it with the first two gears continuously around 15 to 20 minutes. I wouldn't say the heat is excessive for a 650cc motorcycle. Talking about the mileage, it has a 15.7 liter fuel tank capacity. It will give you 20 to 25 km per liter, and it may vary depends on your riding style. Because Super Meteor 650 is a heavier machine, the engine must burn a little more fuel than the 650 twins. The Super Meteor 650 weighs 28 kg more than the 650 twins. Talking about the brake setup, Super Meteor comes with a dual channel ABS. The brake bite is progressive, but the stopping power is good. Especially the rear brake is more sharper than the front brake. The feedback is really nice, so the confidence is quite good. Talking about the tires, it has a large tire on the rear. The front tire has 100 section and the rear tire has 150 mm section. The tire grip is quite good. The front wheel size is 19 inch and the rear has a 16 inch wheel size. Talking about the build quality, Royal Enfield provides more or less similar build quality in the Super Meteor 650 compared to the 650 twins. The switch quality could have been better. The paint quality is good and the metal parts seems solid. The new LED setup, the aluminum finish on the handlebars and the Showa USD forks all contribute to the premium feel. And I'm not sure about the on-road price. If you know that, you can comment below. The base model is priced at 3.49 lakhs, which means 46,000 price difference is there compared to the Interceptor 650, which is 3.3 thousand rupees. So what's my verdict? What's my view of this motorcycle? I'm impressed with the design and the riding posture. The new features like USD, LED, etc., the engine refinement, it performs very well in the low and mid RPMs. It has a really usable torque. Super Meteor is appropriate for both short and tall people. If you are looking for an affordable 650cc classic cruiser motorcycle, mainly for highway rides, this one might be a good choice. So let's talk about some improvements in this motorcycle. It would have been nice if RE provided a softer suspension setup and a seat setup so you could enjoy this motorcycle more effectively. The meter console design needs some improvements. There are two major points to emphasize. That is, first, it would have been nice if Royal Enfield had prioritized comfort, and second, they could have made this motorcycle a bit lighter. Last but not least, I am happy with the Royal Enfield's updations like the LED and the USD setup. I believe Royal Enfield began to think about how to combine cutting-edge technology without losing the taste of classic design and styling. So that's it about this motorcycle. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Until then, love from MotorCapsule.